When signs of colder weather appear, Frederick County Public Schools gets to work. The facility services staff recently held a dry run to ensure we are ready for the winter weather.
So today is the day we put all the snow plows on all of our trucks. We are ready for the snow when it comes.
There's a lot that goes into making a decision to delay or close schools. Assistant Superintendent for Administration Shane Goodwin walks us through that complex process.
Oftentimes when our families wake up in the morning and we've made a decision, it's challenging because you may be in Stevens City and it looks like not much is happening outside and the roads look relatively clear. And then you get out to Frederick County Middle School or Back Mountain Road, you get out to Star Tannery and places like that, Gore, and all of a sudden there's quite a few inches of snow on the ground. So that's why it's so important that we really take a look at the entire county and whether it's safe for us to open our schools.
Transportation Director Logan Sheppard says getting the message out as early as possible is a top priority.
Our goal is typically to make the call the night before. It is a lot more convenient for families and students to know so they can plan for the following day. If we're unable to do so, our day starts at about 3:15 or 3:30. Mr. Davis, Ms. Brown, and myself get out and drive designated roads, mostly focusing on the northwest, southwest, and western areas of the county. Once we have run those roads for about an hour, we meet here at Transportation. We discuss what we've seen, we take pictures of roads, and ultimately we make a recommendation to Mr. Goodwin.
I receive a recommendation from the Director of Transportation, and then I consider all the information, take a look at what's happening with other divisions around us, what decisions are they making as well. I do give a call to the Superintendent of Schools, that's my recommendation, and then he listens to what I have to say, talks with his other colleagues here, other superintendents in the region, and notifies the board, and then he makes the final decision. We have a lot of considerations to make when we do make this decision. Safety is always our primary concern, but in my mind, I realize anytime we make a decision, we have people that we have to think about, and there's lots of people. We have the drivers of our buses, where do they live? Are they going to be able to get safely to those places to get to the buses to then pick up students? Once they get to their bus, is it going to be safe for them to transport students on all the roads across the county? We have more than 400 square miles in Frederick County, which is an enormous amount of space, and the eastern side of the county is very different, oftentimes condition-wise, from the western part of the county. We also have student drivers who are behind wheels, and we know that if we ask students to come to school on that day, I need to be certain that the road conditions are safe for those young people to be behind the wheel. So safety, again, in each one of those elements. Then we're bringing staff members into our schools to clear the sidewalks. We have teaching staff who's going to come in to greet students. We have our administrators, and then all of our families who are getting in their own cars to drive their students to school, which again, that's the most precious person we have is our students and our families and our staff. We're trying to make sure that all of these folks can make it to school safely.
We have over 240 active buses, and when we make a decision as to whether or not we're going to be in school, student safety is absolutely the number one priority. That's the underlying theme of every decision we make regarding whether or not we're going to be in school. We do have snow chains that are automatic that each bus is equipped with. We have snow teams that plow lots to get buses ready to go and out on the roads when we need them there.
Missing a day of school is very impactful, and we know that parents are concerned about students as they miss school. So when we do have to make that decision, our calendar committee makes sure each year that we have all the time built in to accommodate snow days that are missed. Virginia code requires that we have at least 990 hours of instruction built into our calendar, and we have well beyond that built in every year just to make sure that we have enough. I'd like to give a special thanks to the team of people who work to make sure our schools are safe after weather events to bring students back to school. I'd also like to say thank you to our community for understanding this is a very important decision that we have to make each and every year.